2013 Hall of Fame. No one in. On Wednesday, January 9th, 2013, 2 p.m. Eastern Time, Sporting News published that the Hall of Fame has selected no one. This is the first time since 1996 that no one was elected to the Hall of Fame. It's the 8th time in the history of Major League Baseball that no one was elected to the Hall of Fame. Now, why is this happening? You have guys like Barry Bonds, Roger Clemens, Sammy Sosa, Greg Biggio, Jeff Bagwell, Sandy Alomar, David Wells, Kenny Lofton, Bernie Williams, just to name a few that are on the ballot. Jeff Bagwell, for one, this is his third time on the ballot. Mark McGwire's on the ballot. You have guys that have been out of the league for years. These guys aren't playing anymore. So what's the holdup? Are the stats going to change in the next 5 years from what they are now? They're not playing anymore. So what's really the reason? I believe the reason is because of this whole issue with steroids. If you listen to Twitter, you have a lot of varying opinions. Some people think it's okay. Some people don't. A lot of people are wondering, as myself, what's really going on. You got 3 guys, number one, 4 that are tied into this whole steroid situation. Barry Bonds, Mark McGwire, Roger Clemens, and Sammy Sosa. Sammy Sosa actually tested positive in 2003. So if you want to hold that against him, okay, I can see where you have an argument at. But then you have Roger Clemens, went to trial, won his case. Mark McGwire, he admitted to using steroids. And then you have Barry Bonds. All the criminal charges, let's say the harshest charges were dropped, thrown out, he was acquitted of. But then you find him guilty of 4 counts of lying. Can anybody tell me how that makes sense? A lot of times with Barry Bonds, the media, they think he's a prima donna. They think he's self-centered. And they don't really like him because he's not as open to them as other players are. I think he really has the right to not be so open because a lot of times you have certain media members that build you up to tear you down. So how can you blame a high-profile athlete or anyone else that has that type of status wanting to protect themselves? So these voters need to really take their personal feelings out of the equation. Let's just deal with stats. You have Barry Bonds, his batting average 298, 762 home runs, 1,996 RBIs, and an on-base percentage of 44%. 7 MVPs, 8 Golden Gloves, 12 Silver Sluggers, and 3 Hank Aaron Awards. Not in first ballot. Are those stats supposed to change anytime soon? I seriously doubt it. Okay, but putting the steroid thing aside altogether, what's the reason for Craig Biggio not being submitted? First ballot? Again, he has no connection to the steroid era. None whatsoever. And, you know, I've heard different reporters say that he was a compiler because he's been in the league for 20 years and he has 3,060 hits. Only 2 other people have those type of numbers. That's Pete Rose. He has 4,256 hits, but he did that in 24 years. Okay? And then you have Derek Jeter. He has 3,304 hits. He did that in 17 years. So Biggio is right in the middle of both these guys, and for some reason, he's not in. Not to mention that the day after the Hall of Fame snub, it was announced that Major League Baseball was going to do random testing for HGH or any other performance-enhancing drug, even throughout the regular season. Now, how about that? Well, thank you for your time. Hope you enjoyed my report. See you later.